Hi everyone, this is Ivar Kristoffersson with the Quantum Astrology Report for July 12th, 13th and 14th, 2017. The Sun will the 12th of July be at 20 degree, then 21 degree and 22 degree of Cancer. The Moon will the 12th in the morning here in Europe be conjunct the South Node at 24 degrees of Aquarius. And it's two very interesting yods appearing that I will concentrate on. First, I want to share about the inside degree I read last report and the Sabian symbols. I use them in connection with my natal chart and progress chart to read the degrees for Sun, Moon, Ascendant planets. It's very rewarding and highly recommended, inside degree or Sabian symbol. Now over to today. And we have this Sun in Cancer conjunct with 20 degrees of Cancer conjunct with Mars at 24 degrees of Cancer in opposition to Pluto, 18 degrees of Capricorn. And we also have the first yod I want to share about is the one with Isis, the Queen of Egypt, the symbol of royal queen, love, beauty, power, in home sign of Taurus, and it's a sextile between Isis and Neptune in Pisces. Neptune, the quantum spirit, and the ruler of the quantum spirit sign, Pisces. These two in sextile, that's giving energy, positive energy, to Jupiter in Libra. It's 150 degrees from this up here. It's Isis and Neptune, and down it's Jupiter in Libra. And this yod is called the fingerprint of God. It's one of the most strong energy messages. It's the message from the source to go to the outlet to Jupiter in Libra with the energies from Isis in Taurus and Neptune in Pisces. This is also interesting because in opposition now to Jupiter is Osiris, the king and the queen. The queen was Isis in Egypt, and the king was Osiris, the king of the underworld. Isis was connected with, came from Sirius. Sirius, you know, was activated some days ago in Cancer, 14 degrees of Cancer. Osiris is connected with the underworld, the Scorpio, another water sign, and with the Orion's belt in Gemini. And it's an opposition between Jupiter and Osiris in Aries. So it's amplified. And a short interpretation can be that the love of Isis with the source, the quantum source that is everywhere in and out of us, can be expanded through the Jupiter in Libra, justice, fairness, quantum unions, quantum relationships. Jupiter has just gone direct, manifesting what you found about yourself during the retrograde period, if you remember, some weeks, month ago. And Jupiter is a key player in the other yod also, and also Jupiter is connected to the Sun. Sun and Mars, it's a T-square, Sun and Mars and Pluto, and then we have Jupiter. We can say Jupiter down here and the Sun, Mars here. Then Jupiter is down there and Osiris is up here, so we have two T-squares to this opposition between Sun and Mars. So Jupiter is affecting our quantum self, our Sun, our expression, and our quantum desires and passion with Mars, and the quantum transformation, rebirth, the quantum soul of Pluto in Capricorn. And it's the other yod is even more interesting. It's Moon connected with the South Node in Aquarius, 24 degrees, and sextile, positive, easy flowing energy with Saturn at galactic center in 22 degrees of Sagittarius, and an inconjunct quincunx of 150 degrees aspect to the Sun and Mars. If we have the moon we can say up here with South Node, then we have Saturn here at galactic center, and down in the V, the outlet, is Sun and Mars, 24 degrees of Cancer. And Jupiter is connected with these in a T-square, a square to both Sun and Mars and Pluto. Yeah, it's heating up, it's destiny, you know, destiny for us. And remember the quantum world. We make everything inside ourselves, and then we project our inner out, and the outer is in vibrational answer to what we have within. As within, so without. Our quantum computer brain-heart connection makes up our reality from within. So if we change this reality, and that's what we doing now. If we change it, everything change. The perception is everything. And this is so interesting also because the quantum room is the sign Aquarius, and Uranus, also a key player here. Uranus and also the healer Chiron is in effect with this 28 degrees happening here. And we have this grand fire trine with Saturn at galactic center, Uranus in Aries, and North Node in Leo. And North Node, of course, it's in opposition to the South Node. So the energy is really flowing, helping us right now. I also want to talk about the very big transformation, the ascension of this Earth from the three-dimensional prison we have been in to the we can jump over fourth dimension. We go directly to fifth. That's okay for me. Perfectly okay. To the light love dimension, the fifth. And we have these planetary nodes of the outer planets. We have three of them. The south node of Pluto is at 20 degrees of Capricorn. The south node of Saturn is at 23:30 of Capricorn. And the south node of Jupiter is around 10 degrees of Capricorn. Planetary nodes. And these show that we have lived for 6,000 years or little more in a patriarchy, a dominance over nature. Now we are going to the North Node in Cancer of these 3 planetary nodes, and to balance, center, the middle way, the alchemy symbolized by Gemini, the nurturing Cancer, caring of Earth and everything here. We're going in that direction. The whole world, the whole Earth is going in that direction. Patriarchy, go home. Now we will have a balance between divine masculine and divine feminine energies in everyone. And all is in each individual on Earth. We make up our own reality. And then, of course, it's the past, the present, and the future is now in the quantum room, so we can jump dimension, we can jump timelines. But we are so influenced by the past, so we are stuck in that. We are emotionally stuck in the old fear vibration. We need to break with the Scorpio under that and go on with a new vibration. Each of us, as this is made up from within, learned by taught in emerald tablets and many others. So this is a very big transformation, and it's an exciting time this coming since 2012, to the activation of the crystals from Atlantis to 11-11-11 to 12-12-12, hidden in under dimension at 12 places under Earth, and with 12 substations making up this 144 grid lines around the Earth. And we have some magic years coming, and this is a preparation for the big times coming up. Eclipses we have soon in August, and then we have a lot more coming the coming years with this conjunction in Capricorn between the outer planets. Now over to the Jod. The outlet is the Sun and Mars in Cancer, and there, exactly at 20 degrees now, the 12th, at Sun, is the planetary north node of Pluto, our soul, our direction, both individual and for the Earth, the evolution, the soul part. And on 24 degrees 23:30 is the north node of Saturn, our time and reality defined by this holographic reality we are in, that we now rewrite with the help of Galactic Center and with the work we do as light bearers. And at 20 degrees of Cancer is Castor, one of the twins, and at 24 degrees of Cancer is Pollux, the other twin. These twins symbolize the gem is the symbol of Gemini, the alchemy, the great transformer from dark to light to find the middle way, the balance, the center inside us, and thereby seen outside. Yeah? It's coming. It's here. The ascension is here. And this Yod is so magical because it's calling for the past. Moon, that's our emotions, quantum emotion, but also our quantum lineage. It's the rule of Cancer. And it's talking about our origin. And the moon is connected with the south node. That's also talking about our origin, and the conjunction is in Aquarius, the quantum room, so it's talking about the quantum lineage. So this is an awakening of our past, and so much what you experience, what I experience right now, is redoing the past to break free of it from many lifetimes. here on Earth or in other star systems. So this is an awakening for our soul mission, our Pluto, and our Starseed mission if you as I are a Starseed. We also have Venus in Gemini, coming up with the conjunction with the royal fixed star Aldebaran at 10 degrees of Gemini. Venus is at 8 degrees of Gemini, coming in here. And it's in a sextile to Mercury at 10 degrees of Leo. And that 10 degrees of Leo is the planetary north node of Neptune, our quantum spirit planet. Even better. So, the yod we now have Saturn at galactic center, Moon and South Node, and Sun and Mars here. And this is a big integration to be done inside because it's 6 different energies symbolized. Saturn in Sagittarius. Sagittarius, it's fire, it's mutable fire. Moon and South Node in Aquarius. That's air, it's fixed air. And Sun and Mars in Cancer. That's water, cardinal water. So there is 6 different energies to relax into, to integrate, and to really embrace. And the Saturn here in Sagittarius is, of course, the Saturn rules Capricorn with Pluto. But Saturn and Capricorn, that is our quantum reality, the holographic reality, the time reality that we live in and that we are now rewriting. And Sun and Mars, the finger, the message. Saturn at galactic center and Moon and South Node, our past, is pointing to this outlet in Cancer with the Sun and Mars, the great conjunction giving our life more passion, desire with Mars, and a life illumination with the Sun. And it's Cancer, so it's nurturing our quantum emotional intuition and quantum lineage again, our cosmic background, cosmic origin. And if you are interested, I give Starseed interpretations for you. See the details below. I also give natal, progressed, and draconic chart readings. The yod, if we take me as an example, my progressed ascendant is in Scorpio, early Scorpio. So I have Saturn and galactic center in my 2nd house. That's my quantum worth, quantum wealth, quantum beauty, the 2nd house. And the Moon and the South Node is in my 4th house, the quantum intuition, quantum lineage house. And the outlet, the Sun and Mars in Cancer, is in is in my 9th house. My quantum higher knowledge, to learn more, to evolve through knowledge, and nurturing that. And I'm nurturing also my inner child here with embracing the fear for strong women came up to me this morning. So I'm embracing that to be able to stand in my own truth and my own royal illumination. So that's what's up for me if I see to my houses. The 2nd house, Saturn, affecting the quantum worth, the Aquarius, the quantum room, with my lineage, my home and my intuition, and all going into more and more and more knowledge. And I'm really so interested in this, to finding out about this connections within and without. Astrology is amazing, really amazing. I want to check also here if I quickly go with this yod. It's very, very powerful in this time. If you have your ascendant in Sagittarius, then Saturn at galactic center will be your first house, your quantum I am, yourself, and the moon and the south node will be in your third house, the quantum communication for you, and the outlet, the message, is for the 8th house in Cancer for you, and that's about the quantum rebirth of yourself, nurturing your own transformation. If you have if you have your ascendant in Capricorn, you have Sagittarius, Saturn at galactic center in your 12th house, your quantum spirit, your quantum hidden room, and you have moon and south node in your 2nd house, the quantum worth, the quantum wealth, and those two point at the Cancer, and that's in your 7th house. So you have to nurture, embrace your relationships, your quantum unions, your quantum relationships with others. That's where Sun and Mars will shine for you. If you have ascendant in your natal or progress chart in Pisces, you will have Saturn at galactic center in your 10th house and moon and south node in your 12th house, and the Sun Mars in Cancer will be in your 5th house. And the 5th house, it's about your quantum expression, quantum illumination. And that's what, sorry, I must have said something wrong here. I forgot Aquarius, but sorry, we take it again. If you have your ascendant in Aquarius, the 11th house will be the Saturn at galactic center, and then the moon and Saturn will be in your 1st house. The 11th is the quantum room with Sagittarius then for you, and the 1st is the quantum I am, and you will have Sun and Mars in Cancer in your 6th house, the quantum biology. So you have a great healing of yourself with this yod, and the yod will go on for at most a little more than a week from now on. Then if we go to the ascendant in Pisces, you will have the Saturn at galactic center in your 10th house, your quantum reality, your quantum life path, and Sun and Mars in your 12th house, the quantum spirit. And the outlet, Sun and Mars, will then be in Cancer, your 5th house, the quantum expression, the quantum illumination of your nurturing Cancer. If you have ascendant in natal progressed in Aries, you will have Saturn galactic center in your 9th house, the quantum higher knowledge, and moon and south node in your 11th house, the quantum room in Aquarius, which is the quantum room, and you will have Sun and Mars in Cancer with the 4th house, and all this correspond with the natural cycle, the 9th, 11th, and the 4th is also the Cancer house. So it's the quantum intuition, quantum emotion, quantum lineage is amplified for you with Sun and Mars in Cancer. If you have ascendant in Taurus, Saturn at galactic center will be in your 8th house, the quantum rebirth house. Moon and South Node will be in the 10th house, the quantum life path, the quantum reality. And Sun and Mars in Cancer will be in your 3rd house, the quantum communication, symbolized by Gemini. So you will have a nurturing aspect to do and to reveal the energies of communication. If you then have the ascendant, natal or progressed in Gemini, the Saturn at galactic center will be in your 7th house, the quantum union, quantum relationships, and the Moon and South Node will be in your 9th house, the quantum higher knowledge, the truth, and the Sun and Mars in Cancer will be in your 2nd house, and that one will be for you an illumination of your worth, your quantum wealth, symbolized by the 2nd house, similar as Taurus. If you have your ascendant in Cancer, you will have Saturn at galactic center in your 6th house, the quantum biology house, the healing house. You will have Moon and South Node in your 8th house, the quantum rebirth, healing and rebirth, wow. And it will go to the Sun and Mars in your 1st house, the quantum I am. So this will be a healing and rebirth of yourself. I repeat that one because that one was great. If you have your natal ascendant or progressed ascendant in Cancer, you will have Saturn at galactic center in your 6th house, the quantum biology, the healing of your cells, your body. You will have the past memories in your 8th house, the quantum rebirth, the phoenix rising from the ashes, the Scorpio, going under the surface, and it all will have leading to a message to nurture and heal and transform and rebirth yourself, since it's in the 1st house of your Cancer, the quantum I am. If you have your ascendant in Leo, you will have Sagittarius, the Saturn at galactic center in your 5th house, the quantum expression, the quantum illumination. You will have South Node and Moon in your 7th house. That's quantum relationships, quantum unions. In Aquarius, the quantum room. That's also great. And the message with Sun and Mars in Cancer is in your 12th house, the quantum spirit. To really go deep in that Cancer emotional cosmic lineage and find yourself with your expression and with your relationships. If you have the ascendant in Virgo, you will have Saturn at galactic center in the 4th house, the quantum emotion, quantum intuition, quantum home, with Moon and South Node in your 6th house, the quantum biology. And the message is then Sun and Mars in Cancer in your 11th house, the quantum room, affecting everything in your reality. You can really remake yourself here, with the 4th to 6th pointing to the 11th. If you at last have your ascendant in Libra, as I had in my natal, ascendant in Libra will give Saturn at galactic center in your 3rd house, the quantum communication, and Moon and South Node in your 5th house, the quantum illumination, quantum expression of your past. The 3rd and the 5th, communication and illumination, pointing to the 10th house in Cancer, the quantum reality, the quantum life path, the quantum authority. Thank you for listening. This I wanted to show the whole zodiac around. Very short interpretation. You can do more on your own with your own natal or progressed chart to search for more information to reveal the matrix for you, so you can make up a better reality. This is a soul mission for us. It's a Starseed mission for some of us. It's important time to step into our shoes and get going. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll be back in a couple of days. I will go on for a small vacation during these energies, a working vacation, and I will be back in the 15th of July. So have a great time with this Yod, the 2 Yods, the message from God. Thank you very much. Bye bye.